Can a reaction defense be made, please? This is considered melee or brawling, depending on if you have a weapon out or not.
Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright. And
Woo! Power die!
dodge.
Ooh, still going. Still going!
I want to say you said the maneuver like that was something that had to be done on your turn, or was that just the Republic bonus?
That would be the Republic bonus.
Oh.
If it says it's a reaction, then you can apply
It
it.
just says you can apply it to a dodge
18,
roll. It doesn't say
24.
reaction or no.
Okay.
5 plus 5, 10, 24 plus.
I'm gonna look up the actual thing. Da-da-da-da-da. Yappy rolling for the win.
It went 5 times and then ended on a 1, so. Let me get a handful of this dice. I don't know how many I'll need. So yeah, Greg, it's gonna go through most of where you're at, really.
It's already gone.
Yeah. Can't wait for tonight's though. 10 o'clock.
Go down to Republic.
Oh, 9 o'clock, really.
Physical.
I say we need to turn the ATGT into a mobile mech base.
Not big enough.
We can make it big enough, though.
Is it just under Atari?
No, it's a real thing.
Try searching for it, I guess. Thought it was under Republic. Apparently not. It's under Sith, maybe?
We'll find it. I'm pretty sure it was a normal ability.
For Soak, you roll strength, right?
Yeah, for
Strength
soak
plus
you would roll.
Yeah, it's strength, and this is probably physical, so you can add 2d for your armor.
Yep.
Did you roll brawling or did you roll dodge for it?
Dodge. I don't have brawling.
You can't roll dodge.
You roll
melee
strength.
attack.
Oh.
So you're just
Oh, okay.
strength.
This is melee. Okay. Never mind then. Need to roll.
Roll strength. You
Okay,
don't have brawling.
So strength. Okay. This is gonna suck even more then, probably. Hey,
Brawling, very
6.
climbing, jumping, or dodge roll.
You won't suck. I have
Okay.
faith in you.
Yeah, I only mentioned the reaction thing because there are several things to specify reaction.
Yeah. That's what I was asking. That
Yeah.
It's like when I was asking, can it be used with a reaction dodge or not?
No, because it doesn't say it can.
Actually, not that bad. Thank you, Power Die. Better than my
Told you.
dodge.
Have faith in brawling. I will say this though. This part of the planet needs to be burned.
Okay.
Working on
Please
it.
no.
These things should not exist.
The plants reach out to the intruders for not a malicious intent, more so because it wants to eat.
That's totally malicious.
Still malicious in my book.
As it reaches forth, Dimitri, you're able to react quickly and with enough ferocity to actually kind of like bite and rip away at one of them, causing it to recoil from you. Crow. Let's see, you're one, two, three. You're in that one. Okay. Yep. You kick open or kick on your jetpack, dashing to the bursting to the side, evading one that tries to wrap around where you were. Gin dives over to the side, not wanting to be wrapped in anything. Let's see, your black market guy that you're doing this for, unfortunately, does get wrapped up in some of these vines that coil and constrict like a snake, wrapping him up. Rory, it looks like you too get.
Yeah, get hit.
Yeah. Let's see, 19 to 1, 2, 4. The fifth one. Did I roll a 1? Nope. Okay. Yep. Your legs get wrapped by one vine, while another vine wraps around your middle.
Okay.
Let's see. Can I get a soak roll from you, please?
Soup. And that is nice.
Since you are nice, since you are so close to the vines, considering it's wrapped around you, you will notice that there are thorns on these vines, but you aren't really able to feel it because your clothes are offering enough protection.
Yay, armor.
Okay. So, you guys can now respawn if you'd like to the jungle itself. There are some vines coiling around the landing struts on the ship, but the ship doesn't seem to care.
Can I backtrack the vines to some other plants, plants?
Okay, yep. From what you're able to see, it the vines are, of course, coming from the brush itself. As you investigate a bit, having to move a couple meters towards the source.
Keep it into the air.
Okay, so you're in a hover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm if I have to move, I'm flying, but
Well, there's lots of trees around you.
He's a
You
Mando.
wanna-
He's used to it.
No, yeah, but if he's doing something like accelerating with the power of a rocket, you do need to roll to make sure you don't bash into a tree.
It wasn't so much accelerating, so much as just trying to stay off the ground and,
Okay.
He's basically being a Roomba that's floating.
a little bit more aggressive than a Roomba, but yeah. I think you see them doing in, like, Rebels and Clone Wars, where, they're moving at a, like, not that fast, but they're still maintaining the hover.
Okay. So then, yes, you're hovering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hovering with motion.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In the case, could I get a search roll from you since you're looking around?
Sensor pod definitely applying the situation. Let's see, so I'm going to be searching, I'm going to be attacking, and I'm going to be defending, but that doesn't apply because of that. Okay. So 2 actions, so just lose my overconfidence levels. That's a 24 on the search.
Okay. You notice that what you at first thought was just normal, vines and moss on a tree. It turns out there's a large plant on a nearby tree that has wrapped itself around a trunk, and there's a large Venus flytrap-like mouth, though it's kind of lied down against the tree, somewhat camouflaged in. It's on the upper part of the tree, from ground level, 4.5 meters up. So I don't know how high you're hovering, but
A couple feet off the ground.
oh, okay. So then it would still be roughly 4.5 meters up from you.
Alright, say motherfucker.
You will note that this is the source for a few of the vines due to the multiple directions they're going from. There's more than one of these things.
Do the vines, do they seem semi-clustered, despite, the fact that there's multiple sources? Or are we just talking, like, literally scattered all over the fucking place?
There are there are three. Sorry, there are four from this the general area you're in, and two from the from what would be the south of where you parked.
I will aim for the cluster up here.
Okay.
Gonna gain a little bit of altitude.
I assume you changed maps on the Geo.
No, he hasn't changed map.
No, I don't have a map for your landing zone.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because you were kind of like sounded like you were pointing in a direction. Tristan.
Well, I was pointing in a direction for which way the character was moving in terms of upwards, but
Yeah, this is part of the thing of being able to play in person, where you're able to like show the person what you're talking about. It's like,
Hey.
yeah.
Depending on my job, I may end up being able to move back into the area in 2 years. If I do get the job.
Which area?
Richmond.
Hmm.
Because if the interview goes well, Greg, I'll be going to one of 4 places. West Virginia, DC, Texas,
hopefully the
or
altitude
Florida.
gives me the, what I need.
For at least 2 years. Other to be fair, I might try to stay in Florida.
Oh.
As I'm aiming for the northern cluster you described, just dropping an AoE weapon.
Okay. What's the radius?
First blast radius is 0 to 2. Second blast radius is 8. Third is 12. Final is 20.
Okay. Wow,
That last one got a streak there.
that was far better than I imagined. Okay. Your missile detonates, shaking the air around you guys. Anyone with sensitive hearing will be profoundly aware of this detonation. Plant matter goes flying. Some dirt with some roots goes in various directions. The sturdiness of these jungle trees don't appear to be too affected by the blast wave. Though the one you initially hit does have a chunk taken out of it, as you can see by the kind of mist particulars from a portion of the tree that's been impacted by your missile.
Hanging 21 meters in the air, so I'm not in my own blast radius.
Okay.
That's usually more effective.
The plant creatures themselves, however, seem. Two of them don't appear to have actually moved. Another two, however, among the ones that were initially hit, the camouflage mouth opens up and maybe a response to the kinetic hit, or perhaps pain itself if it can feel pain. And you will see a large, oddly toothy, though the teeth, quote unquote, don't look to be humanoid teeth. It's more like it's more similar to the thorns on the vines. And you are seeing a leafy, almost tongue-like thing in the middle, with these dripping juices coming from the top of its mouth, dripping to the ground. You will notice that what plant roots remain on the ground do get dissolved by this spittle.
Great, they have acid spit. And apparently are rocket proof.
I was amazed. Their soak isn't super high or anything. It is really well.
Did I get a hit bonus?
Actually,
Or because they're a stationary target, does that not
no. They're a stationary target. Actually, that is a good question.
And are they weak to fire, being plant type?
You are.
Because explosion
Was
is fire.
that an incendiary, or was that like a
It's a,
you know?
It doesn't say it's incendiary, it just says it's a normal missile, so...
Okay.
But explosions create fire by burning the oxygen around them. And creating a massive concussive force.
My best guess, considering he's probably having to make the ammo for these, is they're probably some kind of fuel-air explosive.
Okay. In that
That
case,
is definitely incendiary then. Just want to point that out.
in that case, you can Since I've already rolled this, so you can add a die to your damage for that. In terms of the hit, what range bracket are you in? Being 20-ish out.
Let's see, add 2 to the damage. Not anything ridiculous. Oh, wrong document. Range bracket on these things at 20 meters. Well within short range.
Okay, so minus that.
Short range is 40. These things have a range of 400 meters.
Oh God.
Add 2d because they were not prepared to defend against ranged weapons.
So, counting the 2 I rolled a minute ago, add 8 to the damage.
Okay.
The plants were not prepared for long-range fire. I didn't know the plants could prepare for long-range fire.
Because they're plants.
These plants are not super intelligent.
This ain't your mother, zombie. Zombies versus plants.
Plants versus man-nose, man.
Okay, in that case, the mouths that are open from the response from the impact kind of just stay that way, and their vines slacken.
Ha! I knew playing Pokemon would pay off.
Honestly, I'm getting more Jack and Daxter kind of vibe from it. Kill the plants.
The vines that were going after yourself and Dimitri are the ones that kind of lazily fall to the ground. / drape over your ship.
So that's 2 down, and I think 3 to go.
And I'm going to help our friend and do this.
Oh,
Vibro
nice.
sword, motherfucker.
Oh shit! Oh man!
Vibro sword. Also known as a chainsaw.
Chain sword.
Well, if it's
And it's already got him, so I was going to sink on the tinted part.
It's a single pump
is that the-
chainsaw, otherwise it's the sawzall.
Eric, is that the sweet sound of purging I hear?
Yes, it is. Especially with that.
Okay, you effortlessly slice through the vines around y'all's new friend, Riz Sarak. The vines not prepared well for a
Chainsaw,
knife,
motherfucker.
which they really should be, considering the creatures that are around here use natural knives. But theirs don't
Chainsword.
vibrate.
These don't vibrate at what, 60 RPM?
It's supposed to be several thousand RPMs per, RPSs.
There's like a vibratory hum when you turn a vibroblade on.
I'd say they rate it in seconds, not in minutes.
Fair enough. Yeah,
And it has a molecular edge.
I am not a mechanical guy. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just play one on TV.
But yeah, I will cut him free.
In the name of the Emperor, let
Please
me
tell me that was
survive.
the hit.
He will. Wait, what?
Was that their 2 hits, so I
I
get
think that
stupid
was
damage, or was that their
the-
damage?
No, that was its soak.
Oh.
I just looked at her hit and was like, no, the vine isn't going to be able to really get out of the way of that. Yeah, the vines don't have as much soak as their main body. So yeah, you cut through it. Sarek drops a few inches to the ground. Thanks. You know,
No use to us dead now.
the jungle around where I'm from doesn't do this. Okay, Rory, what would you like to do? You're still wrapped at the moment. You can, of course, try to, fight the vines or have some creative thing that I haven't thought up.
We didn't know much
Okay.
about his armor yet, did we?
No. I didn't know that was a plan.
Well, stun cloak.
No, there's Sun Cloak, but the Bounty Hunter book, actually, if the armor has a power source, you could actually electrify the armor.
Well, he's just using the augmented stormtrooper armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's
I'm using the Mandarin. I'm using what's his faces.
Yeah, that's augmented stormtrooper armor.
Okay, I didn't know if that's what you meant. I'm like that.
Yeah,
I couldn't catch the augmented. Or,
It's modified stormtrooper armor.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was under the impression the armor doesn't have a power source like Bounty Hunter armor.
No, we'd have to add a power source.
Okay.
But that is easy enough to do. Without adding a power source, you just buy him a Sun Cloak.
Yeah.
But, considering he wants to turn it into power armor, you kind of have to add a power source anyway.
Yeah. Okay. What would you like to do? The obvious, something not so obvious.
What am I wrapped around? Like, which parts of my body are wrapped?
One vine is wrapped around your legs, midway up to your thigh. A second vine is wrapped around your shoulders and arms, down to middle stomach.
So, like, holding them together, or
It's wrapped and constricted, kind of like
okay.
if two large snakes were wrapped around you.
okay, so like shoulders down to mid chest.
Yeah,
Like
lower mid torso,
solar plexus?
mid stomach area. Yeah.
So I still kind of have some maneuverability a little bit with my hands
Yeah.
to at least do this. Thruster pack a little bit to make it taunt. Pull out blaster and just start firing at the source.
Okay.
Well, nah, I'm gonna shoot at the one that's at my feet. Because just like, pull out blaster, put it straight on the vine, and just be like, boom.
Okay.
Shoot. Actually, I'm gonna for once attack more than once. I've never done this, so bear with me.
I'm only catching part of what you're saying because the tapping.
Yeah, so whatever that tapping was. It sounded like you wanted
Yeah,
to attack
sorry.
more than once.
Yeah, I wish to attack more than once, but I've never done that before, so you have to walk me through it.
It's the same way you do anything else when you take multiple actions in a turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
so more than one. So less than. So
Yeah. Though,
less.
Though
So first time.
unholstering a weapon does count as an action.
So that's you're drawing your weapon as an action, and then each attack after the first is each attack is an action. So depending on how many attacks you make, you subtract one from that, and then you also got to defend.
Yeah. So the
Well,
formula,
If you want to defend.
the formula I use is number of things I'd like to do minus one.
Okay, so unholster, and then shoot the vine on my legs. That's
How many times are you shooting?
two. Once.
Okay.
I'm gonna try once,
So
and
you're
I'm
doing
gonna,
two actions.
and then I'm gonna try to shoot at the ones at my shoulder, because I'm imagining they're like at least at ground level, sort of. And if I like thrust back a little bit more, there'll be more taunt. That way, I can just kind of sort of just apply the blaster to the vine itself and just be like boom.
So that's 3 actions so far.
And I guess I'll defend 4.
So that'd be minus 3d to everything.
Yep.
Yep, 3D against. Okay, so that's total.
Yeah,
Okay.
minus 3 dice total to all the actions you're taking.
Ooh,
That is why I did two actions.
If any skill is reduced to 0 through multiple action penalty, that skill cannot be used as a part of the multiple action.
Alright, I'll take away the action of shooting at the one that's on my shoulders.
Okay.
So minus 2d.
Because Rory doesn't have that too much dice.
Oh, yeah, and you can't use your stock, though you do have the helmet computer.
Helmet computer, which is 1D, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it is 1d plus 1.
Ooh, 1D plus 1, yay. Alright, so blaster
Yeah, I can look
is
this right quick.
40 blaster.
Yeah, it's 1d plus 1.
Yeah. 1D plus 1. Hey, that's power. Alright. That is...
Awesome. Okay, versus the vines, which are that minus 19. Okay, I would do that. Okay, you blast the vine at your legs. You see a chunk of the vine disappear, but not all of it. Just from the sheer power of the bolt. The vine twists and wavers, loosening its grip on your legs enough to free your legs.
Hey. Cool. Didn't need to roll damage, or...
Oh, sorry. That was your hit. Sorry, I was so focused on the damage. Okay, sorry. That hits. Yes, that hits. I took my gun. Jump.
Any bonuses, or...
Plus 2 pips.
So, plus 2 total? Or no, plus 2 dice.
Plus 2. So if it's for example, if it's a 3D damage, it becomes 3D plus 2.
Okay, 3D plus 2. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how much damage your particular hold-up blaster does.
5D... There's the damage.
Nice. Okay, in that case, I will retcon. You blast through the vine, causing the vines at your feet, the vine at your feet rather, that's coiled around, to uncoil and just kind of drop to the ground like a dead rope.
Cool. So now I just gotta deal with the one that's on my chest. But now I'm sort of fighting it a little bit with the booster pack, but that's it. I'm fishing with it.
Well, you chose to shoot both of them, so...
Oh no, I know, it's just cinematically speaking. Oh no, I only chose to do one. Because my shooting is shit. I'm not throwing 8d10, 8d6.
That wasn't 86, it was 66, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not throwing 66...
sword damage.
Yeah, I'm not throwing around 66 on multiple actions.
That was one action. That was the damage, because damage doesn't take map.
Yeah, I know. I know it doesn't, it's just that...
Yen, who was on top of the ship, as I recall, because she was aiding Dimitri in camouflaging the vessel when this happened, will take out her blaster rifle and shoot the two of the other plants. The plants seem to mostly shrug off her shots, except for the second one, which will appear agitated by how the vines are wildly moving around after its mother body is shot. Okay.
I almost want to say, Jin, just get in the ship and use the ship blasters.
Ooh, that is a thought too.
I almost want to say it, but I don't know how much of a we really want to do that.
Okay. This has effectively been around an initiative with versus the plants. I know that's so silly.
And initiative is perception, if I recall.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, you can't click on stuff? Can't click on stuff? Here, let me
Yay,
fix
power
it.
die. 6,
Shit.
8,
Okay.
6, 12, 18, 20, 23.
Oh, there's your pogs are not on this board from out there. They are.
I say we're up in the city for some reason.
My initiative doesn't exist. Well, at least my pog doesn't exist. There it is. Now, what was it? 23. I'm still waiting for these dice to do something to say fuck you. Be it 40k, fantasy, or this game. Right now, they haven't done it in any of the 3 games I've been playing recently. Which, by the way, Greg, I picked up Lizardmen for fantasy. Or they're called Seraphron now.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
Warhammer Fantasy. Age of Sigmar.
I don't do Age of Sigmar.
Well, I picked it up and I've been using my dice for that. They have yet to fail me.
Fair enough. If it works, man. If it works.
I can't believe they turned Lizardmen into Demons of Order.
Okay, everyone set? Okay, Dimitri, you move faster than the jungle itself.
I will hold my action because I don't want to reroll my defense.
Okay. How many actions are you holding? Or are you holding your entire initiative?
I will hold my initiative to go at the same time as. Does Rory still need help? Actually? Or did Rory get himself free?
Rory's legs are free. He's using his thrust pack to keep the vine taut.
Basically make it easier to hit.
Yeah.
Don't forget to track your charges.
Will do.
So you should have 24 and you've used 1.
Okay.
Let's see. Look, Rory looks like he has it handled. Crow looks like he has things handled because he's a Mando.
Yeah.
He isn't being strangled to death by these things. Jin is relatively okay. Then I will hold my action to our new friend. I'll just hold my initiative to go when he does.
Okay.
I will be. I will be our bodyguard.
To have been next. And those two have been mixed. Okay.
I had the perfect response. I will reserve to the next initiative phase.
Nah. Okay. Rory, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. Okay. And third one. Okay. Well. 1, 2. You are that because you're stunned. Okay. Okay, the bunch of the remaining creatures become rather. Oh my! Become rather active. Fortunately. Fortunately for you, Rory, the vine you have taught is taking all of its effort to keep you in its grasp, versus doing anything extra to you, other than waving a vine ineffectually at you, the one you shot off.
It's like,
It's like trying to do yourself, you're going, me.
I'm gonna regrow, Breck.
Just give me a day for photosynthesis and I'll get you. The two of the plants, the 18 and the 32, goes after you, Crow.
They have a 20-meter reach?
Nope, that's right, you're 21 meters
That's
up. Their reach is not that far. So,
Come at me, ho!
I'll gladly take that 30 and 28.
Oh no, they're free to try and waste their turn reaching at me. They don't necessarily.
Yeah, they're just trying to reach at you, and they can't reach you. Though this does give you an idea of what their maximum reach is. Their maximum reach appears to be, from what you can tell, 13 meters, which is still pretty long.
Yeah,
but
that's longer than I was giving me credit for. I was thinking maybe 10, and that was being generous.
The 30 and the 28, however, are after
Dimitri. Damn.
Gin's weapon is now being forcibly pressed against her chest as four vines from two of the plants, like kind of like cocoon her and envelop her. Ah! She lets out she lets out a rather girlish eep.
Gird your loins.
That and that. Okay. Let me check this here. Here, what's your numbers? Your numbers that. You're that. Okay. Well, Gin's turn, fortunately, is next. Hopefully. Okay. As she is cocooned, she will attempt to resist. Unfortunately, she is not super strong. So let's see how this goes. We have multiple vines working in concert. So... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. She, you... For those who can actually see her, because she's, again, on top of the ship, she appears to be struggling. She's wrapped up so tightly, though, that you aren't even really seeing the vines move from, like, shoulder motions or anything.
Damn, that is,
Yeah.
I guess I'm going up there next.
They beat her roll by many in terms of the initial to hit, so she's wrapped pretty thoroughly.
I should have said I'll go after the plants, not at the same time as our new friend. Oh well.
Crow, you are up next. Since you're 20 some odd meters up, you can mostly see the ship. There's some branches and stuff in your way, but you can still mostly see the ship.
Let's close within 14 meters.
Okay.
And take a shot at the nearest 3 I can find.
There's... Let's see there... Okay, yep.
Aiming for the big bulbous plant head thing.
Gotcha.
Fire the missiles!
No, I'm not doing missiles this time. You guys are too close.
What's the blast range?
20 meters.
Oh god.
I mean, the damage is only 2D at that point, but...
That's just a concussive force. We'd be fine. Because it's physical, right?
We're never sure with, what these type of weapons.
For me, it depends on what type of...
At that...
What the ordnance itself is.
I think at that range it would be physical.
Okay, your to hit bonus is probably not going to be that high. Wow, really? Let me do that again. Is this within short range of your blaster?
Certainly hope I have a short range of more than...
I don't know.
I'm sorry, blaster, I'm at 14 meters as a short of 3 to 10. I am at medium.
Okay, so it's that. Plus 2 pips, so 40.
Yeah. Ideally hitting multiple plants if possible.
Wait, are you using a pistol or actual rifle?
I have 2 pistols, yeah.
Okay, I was curious because I have a rifle and it says 5 to 50.
Wow. Well, rifles definitely have better range than pistols, but or
That's
more
why I was
accurate at
asking
shorter,
you.
at longer ranges.
Actually, no. Remember what we learned? The default blaster pistol in the player's handbook has more range than the stormtrooper rifle.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. That's weird.
But no, I was just asking for the sake of making sure. Because it just said blaster and I wanted to know.
Yeah, Crow doesn't carry a rifle. He dual wields pistols.
I know, but at the same time, some of those pistols look like they're practically rifles in disguise.
Some of the rifles look like pistols, so yeah. No, I've got those really plain default looking pistols you see the Mandos and Clone Wars and Rebels using.
Oh, so that tiny little thing.
The thing that actually looks like a pistol.
Okay. That actually makes sense.
Okay, there are
Does 6 dice of damage after mods though.
there are bursts of blaster flare as these bulbous plants are hit, and fly into pieces because they don't react well to, to a blaster
gas?
packet.
Fragmentation, explosions, and like that.
Actually, apparently they'll take a missile just fine, but you hit them with a blaster and they explode.
I mean, it is burning plasma, technically.
Yeah.
It's highly concentrated flamethrower.
There is one left. The ones around one of the ones reaching towards you, Crow, just instantly falls. While Gin is still wrapped, the wrapped vines are now loosened. They're slack. That leaves one left. Rory, yours is the only one still active at the moment.
Say again?
Yours is the only one still active at the moment. You're still keeping its vine taut around you, and you have that holdout blaster in your hand. What would you like to do?
I'ma shoot it.
Okay. Something that I forgot to give you last time, so I apologize. Because you're keeping it taut with your rocket pack, add 5 to your hit total.
Plus 5, basically?
Well, to your total.
So, okay, to the total. Okay. Add plus 5 to the total. Okay. So I'll do that, and then I'll defend. So, -1.
Okay, yep. 2 actions is -1.
Blister. And then targeting computer. Targeting computer. Target. Maximum firepower. Alright, the total. That's to hit.
Okay. You will gain +1d to your damage.
Hey. 5. No. Yeah.
I just want to make sure the Vibro Blade is considered a dagger. Well, there's actually a definition for Vibro Sword, correct?
There actually is a vibro sword, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a sword, there's
I only
a
have
blade.
I only have a knife then. Damn.
Well, there is a vibro dagger. I've always heard the vibro blade's kind of like short swords.
As I yeah, the vibro blade is somewhere in the middle.
Oh, I do have a short sword. Awesome.
Nah, this one's gonna be meh. 2. Okay, actually, not so meh. Pew.
Okay, Master. Okay, your shot hits. There is a burning scorch mark that goes along the vine. The vine goes slack.
Hey!
Can I get a quick jetpack roll from you, as I believe you were still applying thrust?
Correct. That is mechanical,
Yep.
if I remember correctly.
Just want to make sure you don't accidentally slam yourself into a tree or something.
Minus your multiple action penalty.
Okay, so -1. Oh boy, this might suck.
Don't George it.
Okay, with that, considering you were there, you were in a relative clearing because of where you landed. So, okay, you stopped just short of hitting a tree.
Kinda like, whoa! Ooh. Okay, these got a lot of kick. Okay,
The general idea.
noted. I was like, okay, noted.
Given that there are no vines currently threatening anyone, I would actually go up to with the repulsor lift. 'Cause I ain't willing to jetpack around.
Oh, guess what? The jetpack has a repulsor lift too.
I know, that's why.
Okay.
I'd rather
I
be
love
slow and controlled,
That's why I love that model.
and then go help Jen. Obviously,
Okay.
get out of said slack vines.
Yeah, she is trying to get out of them herself. Okay.
I would just cut her out. I'm not joking.
Okay. Ha. Make it a hit roll. Don't botch it.
Melee combat, don't fail me now. Eh, 4, 6, 9. 9 plus 15?
15? Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Do I need the roll damage?
No, no. I just wanted to make sure you didn't accidentally cut in too deep. Yeah, you cut her free. She kind of drops to a knee. All these vines falling around her. You see several pricks on her from where the thorns were able to either get into gaps or thinner points of her gear.
I would help her up, and I would just make the comment of you shouldn't try to be in such compromising positions.
If I weren't, what would you have to do?
I would just shrug.
I am not feeling too well, though. I think there is something in those plants.
Oh boy. What kind of role do I need to know to survival jungle? Ha! Would that work to know what is happening?
From the standpoint of knowing the plants?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, from the standpoint of knowing the plants, sure, you can roll survival for that.
Survival jungle. Woo! Oh my god. I think I'm going to know it before even rolling the power die.
Hmm?
12, 24,
Oh, wow.
29, because I didn't roll a 6 on my power die.
Well, okay. Looking at the vines, then looking at what intact main body plants are left. You do recognize these from your Pathfinder training. You're not recalling their name at the moment, but you are recalling several factoids.
Yay! I'm a trivia master.
They're rather long, somewhat wide mouths, for lack of a better term. When it brings in a prey to consume it, it just kind of engulfs it with its mouth, and the acid that Crow noted basically melts into a paste, which is then absorbed by the leafy tongue for nutrients. However, to aid in this, the vines that have the thorns inject a paralytic into prey that get successfully jabbed by the thorns. So they're easier to reel in.
I would help her get off the ship, then and take her to the medic. I will go to Sky.
The medic's in mark mode. I don't know how helpful she can.
It'll be more helpful than me. I'm pretty sure of that. Like, what can happen if you fail a first aid check?
Okay, if you fail by enough, it can make it worse.
Fuck it. I have 2D in technical. I'll do it.
Okay.
So I get a bonus because I know what it's causing it.
Wait.
You know,
Medicine?
yeah, I will give you a plus 1d because you know more precisely what it is you are treating.
Medical is technical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're repairing a body.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh wait. That means Rory's actually a really good medic. Coincidentally.
This is turning into a weird day.
You have good instincts when dealing with with people's bodies apparently.
But you said I get a plus 1D or a plus 1?
Plus 1d.
Woo! I dropped that die. I'm not even going to try to find it.
Yeah, she'll like roll up her sleeves or take off her outer jacket or something to make it easier for you to get like a hypo in there if you need to. Though her movements are definitely slowed.
I love my dice. You know what they did? They gave me 2 1s for the 2 dice, and then the power die rolled a 6. So 12
12?
with a med pack. Because I will pull it out to help her. Because I assume combat is over.
Yeah, combat is over. While he's treating again, what do you guys want to do? You would have seen him lead her into the ship. Back into the ship.
I guess ask Sky to let me know if he's having a hard time and if I have to come up there and do it for him. Meantime, make sure the ship is thoroughly covered and keeping an eye out for more creeping plants while I wait for them to resolve whatever they're doing.
If you want, Crow, I can see if I can cobble together a makeshift flamethrower. Would help. I don't.
Again, flamethrowers really aren't all that effective. I really doubt it'd be any more useful than what we're already doing.
Fair enough. Just offering.
Crow would know this considering his background. At least the flamethrowers that the First Order use are rather effective versus the primitive models. One moment.
Okay, any of the ones I have seen cap out at 4D, and that's like the full-on backpack, foot-long nozzle.
5D plus 4. You heard me, I said plus 4.
Wow, the First Order finally cracked useful flamethrower tech.
The fuck?
That said,
They
I
have
don't think
plastic rifles, but they can make a damn good flamethrower.
That said, as much as I have faith in Rory's technical skill, I don't think he can MacGyver together one that does that much damage.
Oh no, that's fair. Just wondering if we want at least a makeshift one to help. No, just curious.
If it will make you feel better, feel free.
Oh,
I
no,
personally have a bias against them because I don't think they are very effective.
You know what? I have a solution for this. I will just walk around with a machine gun. Wall of blaster fire, just everywhere.
So I
Just
find
give me
blasters
blaster
more
packs.
effective personally.
Just give me just make like a battery pack that I can just plug into the First Order's machine gun, and I can just sit there and just walk forward.
I'd say the First Order's machine gun already uses a backpack. It doesn't uses a battery pack. It doesn't have the old E-web. It got to carry a car battery problem.
No, I'm just saying. So I have infinite shots. Just give me the giant backpack, but cable. Totally, just do
I
that.
can't really think of anything otherwise. He was just asking, just for pure stakes. He's like, yeah. Mhm.
Yep. Is there anything, any other ideas or anything that Rory wants to pursue while Dimitri's pulling a medic?
Actually, we might not be able to do flamethrowers, but I do have an idea. Incendiary grenades.
If you think you can pull that off without, getting us trapped in a burning forest, by all means.
Controlled. Well, yeah. He kind of gets a face like, last resort.
I would say, it's like, it just looks around and gestures at the forest. It's like, how do you do a controlled burn in a...
No, that's fair.
Question though.
I mean, I'd probably be fine, but the rest of you might have a problem.
I'm wearing my actual armor, thank you. I should be able to survive a fire.
Until it burns away all the oxygen.
I have a mask, thank you. I'll be able to breathe. It'll have to melt me down.
I'm gonna make one just in case. Just in case, and one that's last resort. You never know.
Yep.
Like basically a Molotov cocktail.
Hey man, as we learned in Metal Gear Survive, that's advanced technology.
No, that's fair.
How
Wait,
is
what?
that?
Wait. Time.
Yes,
What?
he's not joking.
That's like a tier 3 research item.
The good old vodka bottle with a soaked cloth
With a soaked cloth and then a flame.
and some type of ignition source. Yeah.
Is it you're wanting to make a kind of like a makeshift incendiary grenade? Please make me a demolitions roll.
All you're doing is taking EC4 and soaking it in vodka.
Demolitions.
Oh god. Actually, I think I know what's going to happen. You're just going to take like a blaster pack, and then just strap like an ignition source to the.
Why not? Power pack bombs are a thing. And they actually give you stats for them in the Rebel Field Guide for D6.
Yeah.
Are they actually good though?
It depends on how many packs you use.
I think you need a minimum of 5 power packs, at which point it does 5d damage plus 1d per power pack after that.
It's a bit less than that. You need a minimum of 2 or 3.
Essentially, it's like if you played New Vegas, it's like a tin can grenade.
But yeah,
It's something just small enough to do minor damage, but...
That doesn't sound like minor damage.
I would say that's not minor damage. They do.
Well, I mean, like, the more you use, there's going to be more damage.
I mean, like, the minimum one does hand grenade damage. And then it gets better from there.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Keep in mind, though, it's not... While you can throw it, it's not meant to be thrown.
I'd say it's meant to just put the wires together and run away before the counter runs off.
Though technically that's all a grenade is, except for it's small enough to throw it.
Except a grenade is, 1, designed to be thrown, and 2, you know how long you have. In the case of a power pack bomb, you're basically putting 2 car batteries together and hoping you can run before it goes off.
Yeah, I think there's some amount of random timer.
Yeah, I'd say it's got a random timer.
Oh god.
You're essentially causing a feedback between the power sources.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, that's where it gets fun.
High risk, high reward.
Oh, boy.
I think in his dad's game we did like an entire crate of them. It was great.
An entire crate of power packs?
Yeah, we daisy-chained them into one big bomb and just ran.
And it was a crate.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
So
that's enough to level
30
anything
packs
almost.
Or something like
It
that?
was like 30, 40 packs, something like ridiculous. The real trick was setting it up before the timer started.
Demo is 20, okay.
Oh yeah, because you were daisy chaining them.
Yeah.
The timer would start basically as soon as you started daisy chaining them.
Yep. Thought that was the only way to do it, so...
Have a droid do it. It's faster.
Except we actually value our droid?
No, I expect a droid to be able to survive doing that because they can do it quickly.
Not in this system, and they move at roughly the same speed you do. They still only have so many actions per 6 seconds. It's like, remember, Star Wars droids are not like super advanced androids. They can do like high speed hand-eye coordination.
I don't know. You're getting close with some of the stuff you've been building.
No, none of the stuff I've built actually has superhuman reflexes or anything.
I mean, in terms of the term advanced.
Well, I mean, they're advanced. They're advanced droids, but they are no worse than like any, say, like a battle droid that somebody else could buy off the market.
Eh.
I'd say the Tachkoma, honestly, is on par with a Droideka. The only difference is you can ride it.
Okay. With your roll, I have posted up the little impromptu device that you can make.
Because, remember, the Tachkoma is just using the probe droid's stats.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You guys
Alright.
rigged it up to use a repulsor engine.
Do
So
note,
that...
it does have one jury-rig die, since I know you're not familiar with that. When you make your roll to use it, there's a separate die off to the side you roll. If it rolls a 1, something bad happens. If it doesn't, it works fine.
Yeah, so
That's fine.
You have a separate power die for the purpose. You basically have 2 power die for the purposes of failure.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Basically,
So what happens if you roll double 1 and double 6?
Well, for the jury-rig die, it's just for 1. You
Yeah.
get a reroll on that.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a separate die.
But yeah, if you roll a 1 and a 6 on your power die and a 1 on the jury rig die, really bad stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Just so you know, in comparison to a normal grenade, poor aerodynamics aside, this has a little bit less blast radius, but a little bit more damage.
That's fine.
How's it coming in sick bay?
Yes, how is it going?
You're able to concoct
Dimitri's playing doctor. Everyone run.
I feel like we're term an antitoxin. I'm not sure if that's the right medical term for it.
If you're dealing with venom, yeah, that's an antitoxin.
Yeah.
Or anti-venom, they both work.
While Gin is feeling a little bit better, you're estimating anywhere from a half an hour to an hour for her to be completely healed of the paralytic. Her movements are still a bit slow at the moment, but she is not having any respiratory issues or anything like that.
She's not in danger, and she will recover on her own now. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, she'll slide off the table since I assume that you were having her on one of the medical beds.
For an anti-venom, I would have just had her sitting in a chair.
Okay. She'll just
if
stand
she
up
wasn't,
then.
like, basically dead. Or dying from it. But, I mean, she'll be fine. It'll take time for her to fully recover. She won't be as, agile as she may need to be for a while.
I can just tow the back. Sarah will chime in. She's not feeling well, or at least getting better. Sorry. Someone to guard the ship, then?
Oh, I've already got reset in the Tachkoma guarding the ship, but yeah, if she's, it's her call.
Yeah, you could stay at the ship if you want, Jen.
No, I'm fine. I can go with you guys. Dimitri, from a technical standpoint, she would be a little bit of a liability with how slow she is currently reacting to things. Like, it'll get better over time, but it is noticeable still.
With how it is now, Jen, you should stay here. Mostly due to if there's more of these plants, your current reaction speed, even if it gets better in a few minutes, will probably still be slow enough that next time you may not be able to hold your ground long enough before they pull you away.
Quick thing, I've actually got to get going. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
So it would
I
be
wouldn't- I
safer
wouldn't
for
wanna
you to be here.
I wouldn't be responsible for getting you killed. We'll stay.
Then if that's so, I guess we should hurry before more of us get stuck being paralyzed by plants.
Because of how high you rolled, I can give you a bit more of a game mechanic information on the paralytic.
Wait, I actually rolled high? I only got a 12.
Your knowledge check.
From your knowledge check from earlier.
Oh.
Your medical check of 12 is why the recovery time was as extended as it was. But that's why I gave you an estimate of 30 minutes to an hour versus a shorter time. But the paralytic acts as stun damage, but the stun penalty lasts an entire hour versus just a round and change.
That is disgusting.
Yeah. So she was going to be at a 2D penalty for a while.
You know what? I'm glad I decided to stay at the ship.
Yeah. If it wasn't you saying it, she would have put up more of a fight.
And in any case, though, onwards, and this time with a machine gun instead of a sword. I will shoot all the Daka.
Maintaining light detection and keeping a wary eye out, advancing while using surge as opposed to perception.
Okay.
I'd stay with our new friend to keep him from getting himself hurt by the jungle.
Damn, Joel.
I don't know where that was, but it was kind of trippy.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, you aren't here. You're at the base.
Fucking Mushroom Kingdom.
That's exactly what it looked like.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, so you still have that active.
That is that ginormous 10 meter.
I was saying, people underestimate this.
Well, I
Oh my
remember
God.
that being rated. Yeah, that's not right at all.
I'm okay with this. Everything forever short range.
That's.
Okay.
Well, it's only 9, but unless they're measuring it from the edge of my mini.
Yeah. I think my
I'm
scaling
okay
is
with
messing
this.
A little bit. Here, let me increase yours by.
Yeah, I'm doing it from the edge. It's only 9 now. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. I am fine with forever short range.
Oh, yes. Triss, I think you'll appreciate this. Oh, look to Pog right.
You know, the embankment.
Yeah. It's like, how tall is it? It's this tall.
That only bothers me because I literally have to say it for every player in the round.
I know,
Back to back
that's
to
what I
back
said.
to back.
Made a note. I just made a note.
It's like, does nobody listen when I say something? Because that's what the vibe I'm getting.
Hey now, I listened, because I was also the first one that asked.
Yeah, you were the first one to ask. It's like, okay, it's like, I think I just given it in the description, but I may not have, so yeah, okay, I'll give it once. But my biggest pet peeve is repeating myself, so...
Hey, you never had to repeat yourself with me. You may have just had to worry about me jumping on things.
So especially when you get to Brian, where I'm literally having to repeat the same thing every time his turn comes up. It's like, come on, man!
Yeah. But onwards to forever short range.
Yep. Is there any life in this bubble, aside from the ones I obviously know about?
And I will also be doing search because jungle is scary.
And by that I mean strong life, not weak ass, grass.
2, 4, 6, 7. Searching. Because I'm actively searching for traps and other things that will try to kill us now.
Here, my real search. Ah! Fucking power die.
Yeah.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Oh, 24.
Aside from, the trees and the plant life, you aren't sensing any.
Fear the dog. Fear it. And I did not get a power die.
Wow. You aren't sensing any life in your range of detection. Dimitri, you, however, wow, you hear.
Fear the dog.
Your ears twitch as you hear a low, distant grr.
Yeah, grr.
Grr.
There's a thing somewhere.
It sounds
I hear it.
animalistic. With that roll, it sounds like it's coming from somewhere above.
Are we
Directly
still,
above
I
us?
say, are we still under canopy, or are we in a little bit more clear area?
Good. Yes. Description of this area. Okay. Well, with
Whatever it is obviously more than 10 meters above us.
with this area right here, and this kind of shading is thicker portions of jungle. The building constructs that are here are in concert with the jungle itself. So there's a bit more jungle here than the map would imply. Enough that there is still there is still a canopy. However, it is a lighter canopy than the area you were in. Like, you can see sky through this canopy, for instance.
So-
where before it was
I see
just
Sky. She's right there.
haha. Where before it was just like plants.
I just wanted to confirm map formatting.
Good for
That arrow is from first floor to second floor where the canopy is. That's not actually in the canopy. Correct?
right. Yeah.
And then I assume that'd be the same thing for here to here.
Yeah, whenever there's an error like that, it's basically the second level of this is or third level is there and there, and so
Okay,
forth. That being said, again, this is integrated with the trees and stuff like that. So from a distance, it would just look like a part of the jungle.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Could I jump to whatever the nearest high ground is and do a survey with the macro binoculars?
Sure, yeah, that would be over here.
But you said above, like directly above, or
That's the highest point in the area.
Unless you want to get on like a tree, but then you're gonna have to deal with branches getting in the way. In terms of clear.
Is the 12 meters enough that binoculars would actually be viable?
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
In terms of above, you just heard the really light animalistic growling noise just from somewhere above you.
And
there's something above us.
well, whatever it is, it's more than 10 meters, and this looks like a wall up here on top of this embankment, so I will stand on the wall to get a little bit extra height.
Okay. You sense life almost as soon as you're jetting up there.
Oh God.
Good thing I landed on the wall. Okay.
These things are hiding, but you can sense them through the force. So.
Well, I found the puppies or whatever, but they don't seem to have noticed us yet. So.
Here's a little tiny image that should pop up eventually.
I saw it.
Yep, there we go. Yeah,
But
it's a wolf thing.
was that the direction I heard it from?
Well, this is above you, yeah.
Wait, so that's directly above?
Well, no.
I asked directly above.
Right, and then I said all you could tell is that it was coming from above you. What's directly above you is light canopy.
Okay, I'm gonna link my HUD to somebody's data pad via the comms, so they can see what I'm seeing as I'm doing a quick survey. If anybody sees anything of interest, feel free to speak up.
The puppies that you passed. Because I assume it would, or is that his life sense seeing them?
That's that's my life sense that spotted, that told me they were up there. But I assume you can look down and see them.
If you try to see them, you'll have to roll search because they are hiding.
Okay, well I'm rolling search now anyway. So.
Well, yeah, but you're looking outwards, right?
Yeah.
So,
but as I say when I get up there, it's like I think I sense whatever the hell it is you were talking about. It's up here with me.
Do you want me to go up there?
No, it hasn't noticed me yet, and I'm not bothering it. So.
Let's hope it stays that way. But I will now roll my sneaking.
And just don't make any ridiculously loud noises because they,
Deep, 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 deep.
You seem rather chill so far.
Let me check the length of this map real quick. Because that will answer my question.
let's see if I did my coding right.
I miss my ringtail. This is the kind of thing he was supposed to be very good at. I was going to take the Beastmaster template from EOE. I was going to do like the Sight Beyond Sight and shit. It was going to be awesome.
Okay, but they actually get a bonus from the jungle. They get that.
In theory, but using the ruler tool anyway. I know that's not entirely accurate, but I am within my second range band, which is 100. Somewhere between 100 meters, and the macro binoculars should go down to 300 meters.
Okay.
So between the sensor pod and the macro binoculars, I should be able to cover the entire map.
Yeah. Yep. Your line of sight is blocked though by some of the buildings. Again, they're integrated into the trees, and the trees are really tall.
Mm-hmm.
Really tall trees.
Okay.
That's why I was, also mentioning the sensor pod, because since they're kind of vague on what the sensor pod does, I was not sure if that included, other
radar
options for detecting things.
With the jungle bonus, they still did not quite roll high enough. So unless you're just purely relying on your sense to ping these guys.
As I said, he's doing a full look around. It's like he got up on the high ground with the wall and is, just slowly looking around and relaying it down to the data pad so they can see what he's seeing.
In which case, you do notice them. They are slowly moving.
They are heading your way, guys.
I have rolled a sneak. And will proceed to make sure that this guy is hidden.
So, aside from the the picture that just shows me a face, what exactly are we looking at?
It is reminiscent of a wolf, which is why I use that pog. It is a bit more. It's a bit more. Think like the quick reacting taut muscles of like a panther, but with more